Hello everyone, number 85. Maclaurin's expansion of 1 plus x at a. A is real number. 1 plus x at a equals 1 plus a over 1 factorial times x plus a minus 1 over 2 factorial times x squared plus plus a minus 1 a minus n plus 1 over n factorial times x at n plus and x is minus 1 smaller than x is smaller than 1. And proof. Fx equals 1 plus x at a, and fnx n times derivative. Fnx equals a minus 1 a minus n plus 1 times 1 plus x at a minus n. And Rn is reminder. 1 minus theta at n minus p times fn n times derivative. Fn theta x over n minus 1 factorial times p n times x at n. And theta is there smaller than theta smaller than 1.8. And parenthesis 1, x is positive and n greater than a. And p equals n into a, p, n. And Rn equals this value equals 1. And p equals n. And 1 over n factorial times a minus 1 a minus n plus 1 times 1 plus 6x at a minus n times x at n. And theta x into x then. And absolute Rn is smaller than this because 1 plus theta x greater than 1 and now theta is there smaller than theta smaller than 1 then. And now n greater than a, then absolute Rn is smaller than this. This value is smaller than 1, okay? And this absolute value equals Rn star. And Rn plus 1 star equals this is. And then Rn plus 1 star over Rn star equals and 1 over Rn star times this is, and then a minus n over n plus 1 times x and absolute, and n close to infinite, then this is absolute x this value is absolute x point B. And once more, this value Rn star and Rn plus 1 star equal this is, and Rn plus 1 star over Rn star equals 1 over Rn star. Equal times this is, and this value is a minus n over n plus 1, okay, and n close to infinite, then this value equals absolute x and point B. And parenthesis 2, x minus 1 smaller than x is smaller than 0 or equal 0, and n greater than 8, this case, and p equal 1 into a, and this is, and at a minus n equal minus n minus 1 plus a minus 1, this is, and this is 1 minus theta over 1 plus theta x at n minus 1, and this is, and x now, x is minus 1 smaller than x, and x smaller than 0 or equal, and theta is from 0 to 1, and then multiple theta, okay, and plus 1, add 1, equal, this is 1, plus 1, and then 1 minus theta over 1 plus theta x from 0 to 1, and then Rn, absolute Rn equal absolute, this is from 0 to 1, and this is, and this value absolute equal Rn star, and Rn plus 1 star equal this is, then Rn plus 1 star over Rn star equal, and this is times 1 over Rn star times, and this value a minus n over n x times x, and absolute, and n close to infinite, then equal absolute x point C, and from BC n, some n is smaller than n, and any value E as positive, then Rn plus 1 star is more than Rn star times absolute x plus E. Okay? And this is then. And n1 and n minus n plus 1, n1. And n minus 1 and minus n minus 1 plus n plus 1, 2. And n equal minus n plus 1 equal n minus n plus 1. And n minus n plus 1. Okay? And then n close to infinite r n plus 1 star close to 0. Now absolute x smaller than 1, this range to 0. And Rn plus 1 star close to 0, then Rn close to Rn star close to 0. And then n close to infinite, Rn close to 0. Okay? And I could say it's finished.